Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. The last time I posted, I asked you guys if you wanted, like, what kind of videos you wanted to see, and a couple of you guys asked for some personal videos. So, obviously, the main focus of the channel is going to remain on Christ, but I thought maybe every now and then to mix in a little personal video, just so you guys can get to know me more a little bit better. So today I'm going to be talking about my top seven because five was not enough favorite artists and bands just in general. As I've told you guys before, I absolutely love music. I'm always listening to music, and music has always been a very big part of my life. And as a quick, very quick story time before we get in, I actually saw Hotbed, which is going to be one of the bands on the list, last night in concert, and it was so crazy. It was so much fun. I haven't seen them in years. The last time I saw them was when they came to Delaware to perform. I saw them twice. That's actually how I got into them because I saw them in college and just instantly fell in love with their sound. I'll explain a little bit more about that later, but I did want to talk really quick about what happened last night. I'll make it fast. Basically, I was there. I get to the bar that they're playing at, and I walk in and I saw like the members of the band just like dispersed among like the people in there just like talking whatever, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, do I talk to one of them, like, do I just introduce myself or whatever? And I was talking to my friend, and my friend's like, do it, just like just say hi or whatever. And eventually at one point the drummer was like right next to me, and I was like, crap, okay, like I have to do this. So I just kind of like awkwardly like tapped them on the shoulder, and I'm like, hey, are you the drummer of Hotbed? And he's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, I just want to say, like, me and my friends absolutely love you guys. Like, I'm a big fan. Like, your album Florence is one of my favorites. And he was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Jack. Nice to meet you. He like dabbed me up, and it was just like super cool. He's like, what I love about the band is that they're all so down to earth. Like, I've only ever spoken to the drummer, and that was like the first time I really actually spoke to him, because another time back when I was in college, I was talking to one of my friends, and I guess one of their friends like knew the drummer, and so he just kind of came up and started talking like with our group for a very short amount of time. Very chill, very down to earth, great people, love them. But yeah, that was crazy. I was like so starstruck. I like was trying to have a conversation because he was even asking me. He was like, "Oh, like, are you from the area or whatever?" Like talking, and I was just like, like trying to not be super starstruck. But anyway, moving on and getting into the point of today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about seven groups that I just absolutely love. Some of them will be, actually, I think most of the people on this list are actual groups rather than just individual artists. Um, but anyway, going into it, we'll start off with Hotbed since we're already talking about them. Hotbed is a band that, like I said before, I found them in college and I absolutely love them. By the way, I'll try to put timestamps down below if I can. Please watch the video so you can actually hear about why I love them, because I want to, with each band, I'm going to talk about their style, and then I'm going to give three song recommendations. So you guys can know what to explore. But Hotbed I found when I was in college. They came and performed at one of the like, there was this one bar that they would play at sometimes, and I saw them twice, and I loved them. Their sound, I would say they described themselves, I'm pretty sure, as psychedelic surf rock. So very beachy, like chill, laid back vibes. I absolutely love them. And the three songs that I would recommend by them are, the first one is The Machine. That was probably the one that really Tumble Down is probably what got me really starting to listen to them more, but The Machine is what made me really fall in love with their sound. The second song that I would recommend is probably like a little bit more chill. It's called Summer Outro. It's just very relaxed, like summer vibes. Like, they even have like waves in the background. So if you're into like beachy sound, you'll definitely love Hotbed. So The Machine is the first one. That's just like a classic Hotbed song. The second one is Summer Outro. That one is very beachy, very relaxed, laid back. And then the third one, it was their final song last night before they did their encore, is Sweet Nothing. And Sweet Nothing I love so much. It really grew on me, like hardcore. Um, Basically, Sweet Nothing. I will be honest, some of their songs do have a couple of swears in them. Um, I'm someone where I'm not that bothered by it. The song itself is not like explicit by any means. It's just, sometimes people swear for emphasis. But I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're a little bit more sensitive to that, personally for me, I'm not bothered by it. But their last song that I want to recommend is Sweet Nothing, and it's just so good. It's such a vibe. It actually came out during 2020, and it kind of I think reflects the singer's frustration with isolation. But yeah, love them so much. Great band. If you're into like beachy rock, you'll love them. Second band I wanted to recommend is Steely Dan. Steely Dan is probably my favorite band of all time when I like actually think about it critically. They just have so many songs that I absolutely love. I love that their sound is almost like jazzy, I would describe it. It's like classic rock, but with like a kind of jazz emphasis. I love the 80s. I think Steely Dan is a little bit more 70s, but I like less 70s rock as well because it's just very soft and chill. And again, I like their style because it has a little bit of jazz elements in it, I want to say. First song, the classic song I want to recommend is Reelin' in the Years. You guys have actually probably heard it. It's a very popular song. It's probably, I would say, their most popular one. Their chill song that I wanted to recommend is Deacon Blues. I just love it because it's just a good vibe. It has a lot of like saxophone and, jazz band in it. And then their last song, which is just a fun one, I would say is My Old School, it's just like upbeat, it's groovy. Like I love that song so much. Also, as a kind of honorary mention, I have Asia as well. Asia is really good as well. It's very long, but it's good. My Old School though is probably my favorite. Um, Another band that I wanted to recommend, number three, we have Jupiter. So Jupiter is a band that I actually found them like very randomly. They're a French duo, and I think they're a duo. I think they might have more members, but I don't know if they even release new music anymore. But um, I found them like when I was in high school, like my senior year, and I think it was because I was looking for a song about chocolate and I just typed in chocolate, I think, in like the search bar, and a song by them came up and I loved it. They have such an 80s feel. Like Jupiter is really good if you like an 80s synth feel. Their songs are in English even though they're a French group, but they just have such a like that 80s synth vibes. Like it's just so good, and a lot of their songs they're kind of that's kind of their style. So the first song I would recommend, the classic one, is Chocolate. That's the one that I found them. That's the one that got me into them. Their second song that I would recommend is Steady Rocking, which doesn't even have any words or lyrics, but it's just like a good mellow vibe. Like I like driving to it. And then their last song that I would recommend, which is the fun one, is Starlighter. I'm pretty sure it's literally just about like going out like for a night, and eventually obviously it's about like a girl seeing a guy and wanting to meet him and talk to him, but the overall vibe of the song is very like 80s synth disco vibes. Love it. So if you're into 80s, I think you'll like Jupiter. The fourth group I wanted to recommend is Fleet Foxes. Fleet Foxes, or I not recommend, but just favorite groups. I always say recommend because I'm always recommending music to people, but fourth group that is one of my favorites is Fleet Foxes. They have a folk sound. I really love it. It's just very, like, I know I keep saying chill, and I need to stop saying chill. And it's so funny because the album that Hotbed just released, their album that they released this year, is actually called Forgot to Chill, or Forgot How to Chill. Um, but Fleet Foxes just has such a relaxing vibe. Like it's not country. It's folk, I would say is the best way to describe it. Indie folk. And I love the sound of it so much. The lead singer has such a great voice, and their harmonies are crazy. That's really what got me into them. Their harmonies are just insane. But the first song that I recommend by them is Blue Ridge Mountains. Just so good. Such a like it's just such a I almost want to say powerful song. I don't know why I describe it that way, but what I really love about them, and this kind of ties into the song, is that they don't just write songs about like love or romance or whatever. Like they write songs about just like situations, and like their lyrics are so deep. Like their songs are like stories. Like that's I think what part of the appeal is with Fleet Foxes, that their songs really are like each song is a story, I think. So first one is Blue Ridge Mountains. Second one is Tiger Mountain Peasant Song. That's the relaxed one. That one is just a very like that one just makes me think of like walking through like some leaves in the fall. Like the fall is always Fleet Foxes. Fleet Foxes have a very fall sound I describe, but Tiger Mountain Peasant Song is just very like just makes me think of like walking through like a forest or the countryside in the autumn, like on a crisp autumn day. Sorry, I'm getting into my feels, but that is what that song gives. And then the last song that I recommend, which I really love, this one was also released during 2020. It's called Can I Believe You? And that song, it's one of those like I call it repurposed worship where it's not really a worship song. It's like not, but that came to me during a time where I was like doubting God a lot. And the lyrics, like, I mean, the name of the song is literally Can I Believe You? And I remember that song just really came when I needed it. And again, their harmonies are insane. Like the biggest appeal with Fleet Foxes is the style, which is like indie folk, but also just their harmonies are crazy. Um, so that's Fleet Foxes. The fifth group I wanted to recommend is Jungle. I love them so much. Actually, you know what? Jungle will be number six because Foster the People and Tame Impala are kind of similar. So five will actually be Foster the People to kind of split it up a little bit. Foster the People I've talked to you guys about. You guys, this is probably no surprise. Foster the People, I found them in 20 not that I found them, but obviously their song Pumped Up Kicks blew up in 2012 and then they kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, but they kept making music and it's good. I love them. They released a little bit more in I think 2020, 2021. I started listening to them again end of 21, beginning of 2020, or no, end of 2020, beginning of 2021. And I just really love their sound. Um, Again, kind of like synthy, not really 80s, but some of their songs kind of have a bit of an 80s vibe. But the first song that's probably my favorite by them is Coming of Age. Just a really good song, just impactful, I think. It means a little bit of something to me, I think. Second song, Lamb's Wool. This is another repurposed worship song or indirect worship where I don't know, it's the song that I listen to whenever I like just feel very emotional. It's a very slow song, but it's good. Um and then the third one is Houdini, which is kind of just like a fun song. It's like a little bit I don't want to say weird, but it's, just a lot of like synth and techie stuff, but Houdini is the third one that I recommend and Foster the People, I think you'll like them if you like kind of like it's not really alt rock. It's probably more indie pop, I would say, if anything. Maybe a little bit of like indie pop rock, maybe. I don't know. Um, Sixth band, Jungle. I love Jungle. I found them in 2023 because they had a song go viral back on 74. You guys might have seen it. That music video might just be my favorite music video of all time. Basically, the music video for Back on 74 is just people dancing. Like it's just people dancing. It's like a one take thing, but they're so good. The dancers are so talented. It's not anything like super complicated technically wise, like there's no like acrobatics or anything like that, but they move so well together. They are just in it. It's so good, and they actually for their album Volcano, which is I highly recommend. I love every song on there. Again, a couple of songs are explicit, but it's not anything like super like dirty or anything. It's just sometimes swearing for emphasis, I guess. But every song on their Volcano album has a music video. Like they made their album a whole like music video series. It's so good. But Back on 74 is definitely the first one I'd recommend. That's their viral hit. It's so good, very jazzy. They have kind of like a jazzy sound, but not just that. It's also like very dancey and techno. Like some songs are a bit jazzier, some songs are almost like dance techy. I don't know how to describe, but they have a really good like range, but they have such a specific sound that's solid. So Back on 74 is number one. Second song I recommend is Casio. That one's more chill, kind of like groovy, I want to say, and I like listening to that one. Like if I'm ever like driving at night, that's a good song to drive to at night. And then the third one would be I can't decide, so I'm gonna just say both of them. Palm Trees is one of them, and that one's just like again the harmonies are so good and it's just a vibe. Um, and the other one is Don't Play. Don't Play is just a good vibes song. Like it's just I don't know why I like it to be honest, but it's just like it just has me going. I'll sometimes listen to it when I'm like cleaning. Sorry, I think I froze for a second. And then the last band that I wanted to the last band that's one of my favorites, number 7 is Tame Impala. You guys have heard me talk about them as well. Tame Impala is just a good solid indie alt rock slash pop, very techno, very synth. Um, I'm trying to like alternate between like chill and synth. Clearly, you can see I have a style. But yeah, Tame Impala. I found them. The first song I ever heard by them was back in college. I think I heard one song by them and didn't really hear much from them afterwards. And then when I was a senior in college, I found them like again, I think. Um, and when they dropped their song Lost in Yesterday, which I loved. And that's going to be the first song I recommend to you guys, Lost in Yesterday, because it came to me during a time when I needed it. It's all about moving forward, not getting stuck in the past. Um, love that song, Lost in Yesterday. Very 80s vibe, and like the bass is just bumping the whole time. It's so good. Second song is Patience. That song is a very good vibe in the sense of like I need to remind myself to have patience a lot, and it's kind of like a coming of age song as well, like growing up, um and the piano is just phenomenal in that song. And then the last one is It Might Be Time. That song is just a freaking bop. That song, it's just the drum set is going like crazy, like the snares like crashing. It's like I remember me and Issa actually one time we were going out we went back to UD for our like graduation, and right before we were about to like go out and celebrate and like, go um out, we were like just blasting that in my living room, which had like nothing in it. It was completely cleaned out. Actually, no, we were actually at my sister's living room because she took over my apartment after I left. But it was like completely cleaned out because they were moving. So we're just in this empty living room, just like banging our heads, like blasting this song, like let's go, like we graduated. But oh my gosh, yeah, no, very good time. So I hope you guys like this. I know it was very long. I think this is one of the longest videos I've ever made, but I love talking about music. I love listening to music. I'm always listening to music, like I said before. I know this is not a Jesus video. Trust me, there will be more of those to come. I have so many Jesus videos that I plan on making. And, obviously, like I said before, Christ will always be the foundation of this channel. Christ will always be the main focus. But sometimes I think it's fun to just talk about life because we are human beings that have different interests and hobbies and things that we enjoy in life. So I think that's important to also talk about as well. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, do not ever hesitate to leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email at my email address, which is just christiancombos@gmail.com. Um, Very cringy channel name with at gmail.com at the end. If you guys have any prayer requests, let me know of those as well. Hope you guys, if you guys like any of these bands, please let me know what you guys think of them. If you guys have any, I should have said this in the beginning, but if you guys have any song recommendations or band recommendations or artist recommendations, please leave those in the comments below as well. I love sharing music. Like, this is one of my favorite things to do, is just share music with people. Doing it all the time with my friends and family. So if you guys have any recommendations of any artists or bands or etc. or anything, please leave that in the comments as well so I can check them out. And as always, have a lovely rest of your day and God bless.